Thanks for tuning in. I am Tiffany Edwards, the Director of Program Operations with the Metropolitan Chicago Breast Cancer Task Force. We are a nonprofit that's dedicated to breast cancer disparity. We're located at 300 South Ashland Avenue, Suite 202. In Chicago, Illinois, 60607. Feel free to give us a phone call if you're interested in getting free screening mammograms, and we can be reached at 312-942-3368. You can also feel free to send us messages via email at info@chicagobreastcancer.org, as well as check out the website www.chicagobreastcancer.org, and you can also visit us via Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at MCBCTF. Thank you for tuning in today. It is my privilege to welcome Dana Devine to the show.
Well, thank you
welcome,
very
Dana.
much.
Thank you
so much,
for
Tiffany.
being on the show. Can you please just tell the viewers a little bit kind of about yourself and what you do?
I would love to. First, thank you, Tiffany, for having me
You're
on
welcome.
today. This is such a privilege. Just anytime you can be a part of a movement. I'm from Chicago. From the South suburban area. I'm a singer, songwriter, television producer, radio personality, mom, wife, auntie. I have been singing and songwriting all of my life. We grew up in Park Forest, out in the South suburban area. Lots of diversity in my background and growing up. I went to the University of Illinois and I got my undergraduate degree there in marketing and my graduate degree at Governor State in Media Communications. I'm a big advocate for education. I think what you know is yours and will never be, somebody can't take what you know. What you know belongs to you, and that's the most important thing about knowing something.
I love that.
Yeah, it's yours. Somebody can knock you upside your head and take what you know. Just your shoes. I studied overseas, and I think really that was the first time I really opened my eyes to the understanding that people are the same everywhere. They have the same needs and wants everywhere. People are the same everywhere. Yes, we can dress it up differently. The music may be different, different climates, different clothes, but people fundamentally are the same everywhere. So that was great. I came back from a year abroad and lots of wonderful excursions around the world, and I started I've always been a songwriter.
Okay.
But returning from my European adventure, I started writing house music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got my very first record with Clubhouse Records with Hula and Fingers and Maurice Joshua, Grammy Award-winning producer Maurice Joshua.
Yes.
I've done work with Terry Hunter, who is a really great house music producer. I've worked with a lot of
Sounds like it.
house people. So I have, I don't know, maybe 47 records. I got my first gold record working with Will Smith,
Wow.
doing Ring My Bell, Ring My Bell. And then I got my first platinum record working with R. Kelly.
Wow.
I used to do a lot of background singing for jive artists, and so I started songwriting back then. I did anything I could to be in the studio all night. I had 7 jobs.
Wow.
I was a really hard West Indian girl working real hard for the money, girl.
That's very impressive track record there.
Well,
Wow.
but when you're young and you're passionate, you can stay up all night and stay up all day. You'll do whatever you can. So
Yeah.
I transitioned. I didn't really transition. I still write songs. I'm writing songs today. I have a song that we did earlier this year called Let Freedom Ring. I'm really excited about it. I have it's like We Are the World for house music. I have every major house artist in Chicago. Well, not every major. I don't want to insult anybody, but got a lot of the big ones. And so that song is doing, I'm excited about that. But so I transitioned from television. I did a show here. I got my TV start right here at CAN TV. Doing a show called Stand Tall and Get Excited. And if I remember that, it was a show for the visual arts, visual and performing artists that like were in Chicago public schools. It was an awesome show, and we taped for 5 years right here at CAN TV.
Wow.
And I'm really proud of that. So that was my first like voyage into television.
Nice.
But then I ended up in radio.
Wow.
So I just finished 10 years at WGCI, which that was a great experience with iHeartMedia. But now I am doing my work at urbanpraiseradio.org.
Nice.
It's 24-hour internet gospel radio, and I love it. It is the best gospel music programming I have really ever heard. And I know I may sound biased because I'm there and I'm on the air there every night, but it really is. I just keep it on in my home. My children like it. My husband likes it.
Yeah.
It sets the muse in our house because the root word of music is muse.
Wow.
So every song has a muse. So when you get to the muse of the song, that usually sets the tone in the room.
Yeah.
So that's where I am now, and I'm just being blessed, being a blessing to other people in 200 countries, just delivering great gospel music. So that's where I am now.
That's impressive, Dana.
Woo! I'm hard working. I'm a hard working sister.
Beyond just that impressive resume, thank you for sharing that with our viewers. One of the reasons why I invited Dana to the show is because I know you're very passionate when it comes to breast cancer. And can you speak to just where that passion comes from and sort of why you're really invested in the cause and invested in things that are related to breast cancer?
Well, absolutely, Tiffany Edwards.
Yeah.
You know, 7 years ago, 19, somebody, I lost somebody right there. In 2009, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And I am now a 8-year thriver, I like to say. And I found the cancer myself. I was not very aware of my breasts until I found it myself. However, I just encourage all women everywhere to get to know your body so that you will know when things aren't right. And I say that to say, you know, I actually had been fasting, fasting for like a year prior to my diagnosis, right? And I couldn't sleep for a long time. I was just tossing and turning. I just really think somebody was talking to me. The Lord was talking to me. It's just whatever. And I had, I found it one day shaving, and I just found a little knot, and I didn't think anything of it. But I was going to do my annual, medical visits, and I scheduled actually a pap smear with my gynecologist, and I went to the gynecologist visit, and I said, you know what, I thought I felt a little knot, and so my gynecologist checked and said, no, I don't feel anything, and I said, you're right, I didn't feel anything, I knew it, I knew it, but he said, you know what, here, I'll give you an order for, an ultrasound, I guess, at the time. And because I was diligent about my mammograms, I had gone maybe like 4 months prior to my finding out. I'd been like in June and was scheduled to return in December because my record said every 6 months. And so 4 months after my 6-month checkup where they said I was fine, I discovered a little lump. So the alarm bell there is, ladies, it does not take long to go from 0 to 100. I said 4 months. So in the 4th month, I just found a little knot, and it rolled out very quickly. I went to my gynecologist. He said da-da-da. He gave me an order. I followed up with the order. And in a matter of days, they somehow had this magic appointment when I called. She was like, oh, guess what? Somebody just canceled. Can you take this appointment tomorrow? So it just, I went for my ultrasound mammogram, and I was there too long. And I thought to myself, wow, this doesn't usually take this long. I really wasn't scared, or I had no real fears about mammograms, because I've been taking them had been taking them for a while. But on this day, I was still there. So when I realized that there was a problem, and she said, you know, I think I want to biopsy this area, and she did, and bada bing, bada boom, it was breast cancer. And I must say, it's really, you have breast cancer. 4 words that will rock your world.
I can
and
imagine.
yeah, but if you go to the doctor and get there early enough and pay attention, you don't have to die from breast cancer.
Yeah. And I think that's a very important message for our viewers. There's one thing with your particular story that I really wanted to make sure that our viewers really got the message on. You were in the shower doing, you were doing some, something in the shower,
Just
basically.
taking a shave.
And so you kind of noticed the lump. And I believe that you were saying that your doctors kind of at the time weren't dismissing it, but they were kind of in alignment with, you just were like recently screened,
Yes.
so it's probably nothing.
Yes.
But you kind of really were insistent that they check it out because you know your body well and you knew that something was different or that something wasn't quite what it was prior. Is that
Absolutely.
true?
And here's something else that I really paid attention to. Yes. So, you know, I got an order for an ultrasound because I am just a little paranoid, and he didn't want me to, you know, just whatever. However, for 1 year, or I don't even know how long, I had 1 lymph node infected, and I can't think of another word to say, but a BO under my arm that I couldn't get rid of. Could not get rid of. It was just embarrassing, you know. It's just like, just a little, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
3 months after my surgery, I said, I don't, it was under the one, you know, on the side that, and I didn't smell that odor any longer.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me that that was not absolutely positively a sign that my body was off, the lymph node was infected, it had a smell that I could smell. So on that note, I tell women, you know, pay attention to odors, everything, just pay attention to your body. And when things are not right for 2 weeks, they say 3 weeks, go see the doctor. And women, I think, are fearful of mammograms. I don't understand that.
I think for some women, you know, they may have heard that it's painful or, you know, I mean, I think just the mere thought of your breast being put on this machine where it's going to be pressed upon and compressed, the very idea may spark some fear or some resistance, if
Anxiety.
you will, on the part of some women. But it's really not as painful and as challenging as I think many women feel that it is. I think one of the key points of what your messaging was for the viewers to really kind of take home is the importance of knowing your body. You know, you have been a vessel of this body for your entire life, so you know all the tweaks and quips and quirks of it, and I think you really knowing your body and knowing that what you felt wasn't something that you had normally felt is just really important. So if there is any viewers that are at home, you know, I think it's just really a testament to knowing your body, being very proactive and very vigilant on being responsive to just what you feel isn't right, and really just talking with your physician and making sure that you're getting the appropriate, you know, care, screening, treatment, etc. So you mentioned to our viewers that you're a 7-year thriver, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Was your treatment course, was it a smooth course?
Well, before I answer that,
Yeah.
I want to just say that you said that I was an advocate for my health. And I'll say that the doctor who said, when I went into his office and said, did you feel anything? And he said, no, I didn't feel anything. He says he will never, ever dismiss a patient like that. Because, I mean, he didn't really dismiss me, but if a patient, he said, feels any type of way about any type of thing, that's when you check into it.
Yeah.
Immediately. But yes, I'm into information and gathering information. So, when you are first diagnosed with anything, I guess, you're a hunter and gatherer. You're trying to get as much information as possible because you have a lot of decisions that have to be made quickly. So you need information fast.
Yeah.
I remember seeing somewhere that if you worked out, I saw a woman, she said, I worked out through my treatment and that helped. And so I did a lot of sweating. I did, just to make sure I was moving the chemotherapy out. I did a lot of juicing.
Okay.
To make sure just that you're eliminating properly and that you are just moving that chemotherapy out of your body.
Toxins.
The toxins out. So I think that I'm married. I have children, and I think for sure they kept me motivated.
Yeah.
I did a lot of songwriting during that time. I wrote a lot of great songs during that time. God really blessed me with some songs that I even have my testimony song. Every artist has to have a testimony song.
Yeah.
My testimony song clearly is tied up in that.
I love it.
I think that and I understand that every woman they don't respond the same way to chemotherapy. And I had 16 rounds, but God be the glory. Somehow, like after, you make it through. That's all I can say. You get through it, and somewhere maybe 2/3 of the way, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, and then you start counting backwards. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, party time. So you just get through it, and I don't think I didn't journal like I maybe should have to keep. I just kind of wanted to get through it. I didn't want to remind myself too much.
Yeah.
Just to make it on through.
Well, Dana, we are happy that you are thriving and surviving and keeping on. And that leads me to some really exciting news. One of the other reasons, beyond just you sharing your story, and I really appreciate that, one of the really exciting things that I'm excited to announce to our viewers is that Dana is joining the task force. Dana
yes, very
is joining
us.
She will be the new Community Engagement and Communications Manager.
Yes.
And so we're just excited that you're on board. And I think now is a perfect time to not only introduce you in the role, but for you to also let the viewers know kind of some fun things that they can look forward to in the new year with you in the new role joining the task force.
Well, absolutely. I'm thinking. I think that our theme is going to be from awareness to action. I think that we have had 10 good years of awareness, and everybody is aware. And pink, we've got the NFL, everybody's aware, but now there's time for action. And I'm looking at the numbers since I've been, working here or here with you guys, and the disparity is just unfathomable. And in the last 10 years, the disparity has increased. So in my head, I'm thinking, since my diagnosis, where treatment should be getting better, the numbers are getting farther apart. And that just so concerns me. So I'm so interested in finding a way to close the gap and making sure every woman in Chicago, in the Chicagoland area, gets their mammogram annually.
And there's a surprise that you wanted to kind of share with the viewers.
I do. We are going into the holiday season. And ho, I would like to gift in this wonderful upside down, can you see it?
How good the
box.
overhead so they can see that as well.
We would like to gift a free mammogram to somebody today. Merry Christmas from the task force to you. You can get a free mammogram today simply by calling 312-942-3368. Think about your mothers, your sisters, your grandmothers, aunts, neighbors, elderly neighbors, uninsured, underinsured. If you want to gift a mammogram today, right now, pick up the phone and call 312. Take a screenshot of the photo. Take a screenshot of the television right now. 312-942-3368.
Yes.
Just in case you did not get it, take a screenshot right now and remember to don't think of yourself. Think of every loved one that's nearby in the Chicagoland area that you think has not gotten their mammogram, and this could be the difference between life and death for somebody you love.
It's very important. Yeah. So please, if you yourself need your screening mammogram, if you have a sister, a daughter, a mother, a grandmother, aunt, friend, please tell them about this great opportunity, and I'll put the information up one more time.
Get your phones. Get your phones. Gift a free mammogram today. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas for the gift. The gift for the one you didn't. The one you can't find the perfect gift for. Well, now we found one.
Yes.
A free mammogram today, and you just might be giving the gift of life. 312-942-3368.
That is perfect, Dana.
Yes.
So
Excited
beyond
about
just
that.
this amazing gift that you have a free mammogram, do you want to also tell the viewers some
of the
really good things
that I
that
think we're
you're
gonna be
planning for the new year
I
in
think
your new
so.
role?
And I'll just say, if you have any topics that you would like to discuss or cover, if there's anything just any information that you would like to have more information about, you can call that same number, 312-942-3368. But this year, we're going to be looking into some topics like sexuality and cancer, the caregiver and cancer. A lot of women are, taking care of elderly parents and themselves as well. Nutrition and cancer, exercise and cancer, the homeless and cancer, and those who are incarcerated with cancer, and that's early detection, the mental health, those who are mentally challenged, male breast cancer. I have a friend right now who is going through treatment, and he's 42 years old. And he is going through male breast cancer. The career woman with cancer, the entrepreneur with cancer. I have a lot of friends who, they pay $600 and $700 a month in insurance premiums and still can't get screened, and it's really just something. And just learning how to make lemonade from those lemons.
I love that.
Yeah. So if you have any topic, this is the time. Right now, we're going to kick off the new year together. We're going to get our mammograms. We're going to schedule them. We're not going to let anything get in our way, not choir rehearsal, not any appointment, but the most important appointment that you can make this year. So thank you so much, Ms. Edwards. I look forward to a great year with you guys and you guys.
Yeah. So I'll just put up the information once again. This is information for the task force. We are located at 300 South Ashland Avenue. If you have any ideas for information that you want us to continue on this program, please give us a call at 312-942-3368. You can also send us a message via email at info@chicagobreastcancer.org. Dana, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing your story and your testimony with our viewers. It's going to definitely change the life of one of our viewers. And welcome to the task force.
And
welcome
thank you
aboard.
so much. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you, and thank you.